Welcome back to the house series.
I'm glad we're back.
Me too.
I feel like a YouTuber again, you know?
Yeah, there's so much to share.
I know. I do want to say it's been a heck of a ride, and it was really fun to reflect back on some of those videos. A lot of you have been with us since our very first apartment tour.
Was the very first one in LA?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. So fun. But here we are.
We move a lot.
I know. Why do you think that is?
I don't think we're going to move from this one.
We have moved a lot, and we have moved differently as we have continued to move.
Yeah.
As we get older and whatever, things change. And so what we're about to show you is the whole process that we went through.
Which is bougie AF, and I'm sorry. We're very privileged and very blessed.
Well, Shawn really was the architect for all this too.
Yeah.
It's like, if you were to dream up, what's the best way to move?
This is how you do it.
Shawn made it happen.
I will also say it went into the planning process years in advance as far as like, if we move, this is the budget, subtract from the budget, this is how much this is going to cost to move, to purge, to do like everything.
Because it'll cost us some money.
Yeah.
It'll cost some money.
Yeah.
But I think as a whole, our kids have aged into a different category. They're not using the same toys they did when they were younger. And this process kind of renews and refreshes the things that you have in your house, which I feel like leads to a more tidy environment, better for the kids. There's less kind of overwhelm. And I think that gives you peace as well. Okay.
It's the day, babe.
Lots going on today.
The elves arrived.
The elves are here.
The countdown has begun.
Okay.
I can't think about it. I feel very sensitive about it, which is kind of weird. Like, super duper.
We have not felt this way.
I've never felt this way about a house. I didn't feel this way about my house growing up.
Yeah.
I feel attached to this house.
A lot happened in this house. Okay, so what has happened to date with moving? We did the initial pre-move clean.
With a fresh space.
That's right.
So they came in and kind of purged, believe it or not.
So the process, why don't you walk them through the process?
When we figured out that we were moving, I have this incredible company here in Nashville. They're called A Fresh Space. Currently in our basement, removing cardboard.
For the Bob McClusis.
For the Bob McClusis. They are a dream. And they do like a multi-part step move. So they come in and I say, we're moving. This is the date we're moving. Let's work backwards from there. I hired them in a full moving capacity, meaning they come into the house for phase 1. And this happened probably
3 months before we moved?
3 months before. And they do what they call editing. I had them go through our whole house and they edit. So they'll start in the kids' playroom. They basically pull everything out of the drawers, the cupboards, the cabinets, the bins, and they like organize it in a certain way. Not like aesthetic organizing, but they organize it on tables.
But they have this whole system. Yeah, they have these fold-out tables. They'll put everything categorized by like, hey, these are the clothes, these are the cords, these are the gizmos.
And they'll go a step further and say, this stuff looks dirty, this stuff looks dated. They take into consideration the information of your family, what ages the kids are. They're geniuses.
It's pretty cool.
And they basically lay everything out in one room and they say, okay, you come with me. We're going to go yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. What do you want to move into the new house and what do you want to say bye to?
These people are built different. I could not do this job. They're walking around and they are type A personalities.
They are a gift from God.
It's amazing. They all have their little fanny packs and like they have tape and things to mark things with.
I like to purge. You don't like to purge. They are great marriage therapists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were some interesting moments, as you'll see.
Yeah. So they lay everything out and they're like, what do you want to go? What do you want to keep? And I basically come through and I say, keep, 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 go, go, go. And anything that I say go to, this is like my favorite part. They basically categorize that and find beautiful homes for it. Meaning, instead of just going to dump it or going to give everything to Goodwill, they will actually sort it into foundations for moms. Or we gave away a bunch of like old bikes, but some of them were broken. And they actually found this really cool school system that teaches kids in an engineering class how to like rebuild stuff. They find beautiful homes for all the stuff you're getting rid of.
It's kind of like reduce, reuse, recycle type vibes, you know?
Yeah, which I really love.
The amount of trash bags that these people use during phase 1 is immense.
Doesn't go to trash though.
Correct. This is just part of organization.
Also, their system of people bebopping in and out of the house all the time because they're like, come get the bags, take them to the next place. Come get the bags, take them to another runner's. Like, it's just like, it's a system.
Honestly, you could do this by yourself. I think a lot of work, you might need to research kind of some of the methodology, but they'll go room by room and they do this. So go to one room, pull everything in to a table that's placed in the center, and then they'll kind of just sort through everything.
And then after they're left with only yeses, they will then go back through and organize it and put it into a system to live in the rooms that you want them to live in. So for us, we weren't technically implementing systems into our old home, but they were organizing it into bins where it was like, here's your taxes from 2025 and here's your, you know, whatever it was.
They'll bring in filing cabinets and kind of sort that out. If it's your pantry, they'll put clear containers and they'll organize your cereal with labels and everything. And it really has
When's the
laid the
last time
foundation.
you went through your pantry and saw what all was expired? Because I went into our pantry after they edited and I was like, where'd the food go? And they're like,
A
honey,
lot of stuff.
90% of that was expired.
But it's them clearing everything out
Yep.
and then setting the foundation. We've really used their system moving forward and it's been awesome.
I think my favorite thing about them is rather than being an aesthetically organizing company, they take into such consideration of versatility and usability. Like it actually fits your lifestyle.
But they also have different categories of what's deemed as keepable.
Yeah.
And so some of it's just based off of the utility of it. They had to hold my hand and go shirt by shirt. Andrew, you want this? Is this a good, it's like a keepsake.
Like when's the last time you wore it?
But I had all these like old athletic jerseys,
Yeah.
you know, that I really didn't need. And that's kind of where the marriage counseling comes in. And Sean's like, you've never worn it. And I'm like, well, it means a lot. That was whatever. So
They really like working with me because they come in and I say, get rid of it all. Get rid of it all.
it's simpler that way.
How's it going?
Feels shameful. Honestly, it's an intimate process. Is how I feel.
It is.
Where you're like,
They know everything about us.
yeah, they're not only saying how I make decisions, they're also seeing all of my junk.
Yep.
So
Want to just zoom out here so they can see your junk? Nope, let's zoom in.
I think it's
Good.
I've tried to make some difficult decisions.
Have you done well?
Everyone's been very patient. Have I done well?
Done fantastic.
Have I done better? That's the question.
Done 100%.
They do say I'm very good at it.
You're savage.
Savage. I just say get rid of it all.
I know. I took a different strategy.
Okay.
Probably, but I think I did okay.
Good. I'm proud of you.
They have me put away some books. Like give away some books. You know?
And got rid of
You got rid of books?
these empty like iPad cases.
Okay, I don't have an attachment.
They remember this from 4 years ago.
Oh my.
You had TV boxes.
Why does it hurt more when you do it?
What was that?
It's a
The turkey trot? That's that. It said. Hurts more when you do it.
no. It's got blood on it. That's disgusting.
Stories.
No.
But that was the day we got engaged.
We have the ball.
Oh my gosh. You're freaking.
Okay, now kind of into the phase 2. So as they're editing, they go to the new house with us and we do like a full walkthrough. It took like 2.5 hours. Walking through the house saying, this is this room, this is how we plan to use it, this is where we plan to put our pantry, our office stuff, this is the kids' rooms, how do I foresee their clothes, literally every tiny little detail of where the stuff is gonna go. Then they go back to the old house and they label every piece of furniture and bin and basket about where it's going to go. So something different from our old house to this house was we were repurposing furniture into different rooms. It wasn't like all of the boys' stuff is gonna go into the boys' room. Like we kind of moved it around. And so I would walk through with like our designer and then their team and relabel everything and be like, this is gonna go to that room, this is gonna go to that room, this is gonna go to that closet, and had to really like figure out how the new ecosystem was gonna work.
It's really interesting because we moved a lot of times where it was just throw everything in a box,
Yep.
take it to the new place, and then you unbox everything and
figure
you're
it
kind
out.
of just like going box by box. We had a whole team. And so we had
Whole team.
the edit people, which if you Google those people in your hometown, I'm sure there's some similar service. Then we had the interior design team
Yep.
who was working hand in hand with
On like
the edit
styling,
team.
where to put everything, and yeah.
And then we had the actual movers who would move the box and uninstall certain things, whether it's like a weight rack or whatever, and then reinstall it in the new house. There's a lot of moving pieces.
Yeah.
It was cool. Sean was the quarterback of this whole thing, and she was like a boss. It kept you really busy.
It did.
Obviously, moving is burdensome no matter what role you play. This was less physically burdensome
Yeah.
and stressful as far as like, oh shoot, like we forgot to pack this, and more stressful as far as like coordinating everything.
Day one of packing is complete. It's been an emotional day, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of change, a lot of transition, the kids know it. Let's see what it looks like in here. What once was a pantry full of food is now completely empty. I've never seen a house like this, so kind of weird. Dude, I cannot believe we're moving out of this house.
I will say a couple things that I've learned, whether you use the service or not, whether it's just you, is purging your house before you move is a game changer. You don't want to be moving into your new house a ton of stuff that you'll never use because you're just going to find a place for it and it's going to live there and you're never going to see it again. So I really tried to purge, like deep purge our house before we ever boxed anything up. Second, being very, very intentional before you move anything in of where things are going to go, I think is really important too, because after we've moved in, we haven't really moved anything around.
This room. For sure, we've moved this room.
We also knew when we moved in that this room was not done. But as far as like the way our house has functioned, where things go, it has had like a permanent home, and I plan for it to have a permanent home. There's no like, oh, this doesn't really work. It's like a beautiful system. Phase 3, the best part, the bougiest part, but the most amazing part. And the most amazing part, because like this was a huge negotiation we had before we ever talked about moving. This is how I really want to do it. Do we have the means to do it? Can we take that away from the building budget? But it basically is, you go through phase 1, phase 2, get everything ready. And then you take your keys from both houses, old house, new house, and you give them to a fresh space. And you disappear for 7 to 10 days. For us, that meant moving in with my parents.
Which we had also coordinated with them well in advance. So what's the setup here?
So Drew and Jet, same beds, same setup, trying to like
Reduce the overwhelm of transition. Yeah.
which we're already feeling from them a little bit, which is like, well,
Yeah. This is a guest room that honestly doesn't get used a lot. And here we get our podcast studio. Up there's a resident cat podcast studio. Wow, with a lot of added furniture. So then bears sleep in with us. And we're gonna have to do you know what really quietly. Sleep. Bear, watch out, bro. What? Oh, baby.
It was really nice. Timeline-wise, we weren't in a rush, and we did that intentionally. There have been times where it's like, you sell your house, and you have 5 days to get everything out, and then try to get everything in, and it's like so stressful because you're on a time crunch. This, Shawn had mapped out the timeline far in advance. In September, we knew that we were going to be living with Shawn's parents during the move in December.
Yep.
And we're going to be with them for 7 days. She had everything ready for the kids, all their clothes and diapers and toothbrush and everything laid out.
And a really interesting thing about the timeline of this move is we moved in with my parents 7 to 10 days. And then we flew to Indiana to have Christmas, which is the week leading up to Christmas in Indiana. It was like 2.5 weeks we're gone from our homes. And then we flew back from Indiana to the reveal. So what a fresh space does is after we do all these like prepping, purging and boxing and placing and like figuring out where everything's gonna go, you pass off your keys, you give them an entire list of who's your Wi-Fi supplier, who's your handyman, who's your security. It's a list of everything. And they, for 2.5 weeks, move you into your house. They start a relationship with the movers that you hire. They are the point of contact. So they tell the movers what to pack up and where to place it. They unpack it, they place it, they hang the kids' clothes, they put your clothes into the drawers that we've talked about. They help get your security system hooked up and your Wi-Fi and your TVs. They get it set for you, which is insane.
And obviously all of this sounds ridiculous. But again, we were trying to...
Like, what life do
If we were going to move in the dream way, what would it look like? And so Shawn made that happen.
The reason why it was so long is a fresh base came in for 7 to 10 days and did the move. They moved everything in, kind of placed it roughly, right? Then the design team comes in and they make everything look really nice. And then the design team leaves and the fresh base comes back in and they do like all the finishing touches to implement those systems that I talked about to make sure, our computers are where they need to be, our files in our office are where we can find them.
You've been talking about files a lot today. We don't have that.
We have so many files. You just don't know where they are because they're all organized in closets. I loved this process, and to say it's stressful is actually comical because I didn't have to do anything and they did literally everything. But when you're going through these meetings ahead of time and you're like, yeah, I think I want everything to go in this cabinet right here, it's like you can't really change that.
Yeah.
All right, babe. Last walkthrough of this thing.
is this the last one?
I'm planning on this being my last time.
Get ready.
What, you got emotional or what?
No, I've just seen it before.
Wow. A lot of mornings in here.
Such a different vibe when I'm in it.
Honestly, this definitely does not feel like home.
I know, it doesn't.
It's crazy. I don't know this place. You know what I know? The memories we had here. That's what I know. Wow.
Isn't it weird? It's weird.
It's unrecognizable. I feel like this is a metaphor for life, where it's like a vague case of deja vu. This thing has so much meaning, but also is not the reason for the meaning. It's not the meaning. I know. I'm not trying to get too existential, but... Wow.
It's great.
I was thinking about this. How many opportunities will we get to be sentimental about this? And I'm thinking about
The first house we bought, what did we do the first night? We ate pizza. In an empty house.
Yeah.
Not too dissimilar from this. And now maybe here we are in an empty house on the last house that we moved from.
Wow, we're getting.
You know what I'm saying? No. This could be the last time. I just feel like it's a full circle moment. That's what I feel like.
But this isn't full circle. This isn't the empty house and the last house we're moving into. This is the empty house.
Beginning, end, empty. Classic. Right.
And then we're going to go into the full house of our. I don't get it.
You still don't get it.
If it's a full circle, where are we going?
It's an arc. You're not letting me finish my monologue. I'm in my fields. Okay? I mean, what is it? A house is nothing. It's nothing. It's what you do with that. I'm trying to reflect.
Materials. Just things.
Yeah, you're right. Materials aren't just things. That's right. I was wanting maybe to get a little sentimental, Shawn.
There's no sentiment to be had. Because if we had that sentimental of attachment to this place, that would mean we put too much value in a monetary object.
Oh, now you're getting deep? Now you feel like it? Babe, in the metaphor of the amount of times that I came to this fridge and opened it, and it was full of food, but it felt empty, but now I can open an empty fridge and feel full? It doesn't get better than that, babe.
Job your love, babe.
What'd you say? It's a what house?
Good.
What are you getting sentimental in here? That's for losers, dude. Don't have feelings.
Take a picture of that. No, just don't be.
You have feelings? Ew. Oh my God.
Real free. Just stand me.
And then I'll never forget coming back to our old house for the last time when it was totally empty and you're walking through there, this place that
love
used to be
that
home.
house.
I did too. So many memories.
I love that house.
And it's so interesting to like have a house so full of the stuff, yes,
Yeah.
but then not to get too sappy, but like the so full of memories as well. And then it's empty, but the memories are still there. It's like this weird experience.
It's outside of this house, that is my favorite house I have ever lived in my entire life.
It's a good spot. Just because that's where we raised our kids mostly, yeah. And now we're here and we're doing the farm life. We're raising a lot of other things besides our kids,
Hey,
including spiders and.
We have 13 chickens now. And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks ago, we're like, we got to build a house for goats because the goats are coming.
But we thought we'd put this video at this point in the series because of all the prep work that was done before we moved. And then now from here on out, we'll kind of show you the planning and the rearranging and the remodel process of where we ultimately are, which is here in our home. And so if you're interested, stay tuned. If you'd like to, please subscribe. That would be fantastic. We appreciate it. And it's good to be back on YouTube like this.
It is.
Good work, babe. You're a great
I love your
quarterback.
setup. Ow. Looks like a Netflix documentary. It looks like we're about to say something crazy.
You know, I'm a tech geek. This whole setup with the lights, the cameras, the cords, the software we're using, just like you used the Move as like a refresh.
I know. This is the only room in the whole house that was not finished when we moved in. And we knew that because we didn't know what it was going to look like. We got such cold feet about moving our office and our podcast studio to the house. In the past 6 months, we've had some major I don't know, bro. And I think just this week, we've both been like, this is it. Yeah, this is it.
It's good. Anyway, thank you for watching. We hope you have a great day and we'll see you next time. I'm Andrew.
I'm Shawn.